Stephanie Zamora Robles, and I am the program coordinator for the Master's in Educational Leadership Principal Program at West College of Education and Professional Studies. And first of all, I want to say thank you for agreeing to be a mentor to one of our candidates. In this short video, I am going to provide you a checklist that will provide some context and some guidelines so that you have kind of a roadmap of what's expected throughout the semester. As you know, your candidate or the teacher that's working at the campus is already informed of all of the assignments that are required, the 160 hours. And so your responsibility in this agreement is just that you're going to, of course, guide them, coach them, mentor them along the way. But they are required to record and document 160 activity hours of different things that they do at your campus. And they have to make sure that whatever it is that they are doing, that it aligns to one of the 6 principal standards. And so they have those, and of course, it's just the Texas principal standards. But they have to record 160 hours. They have to create an activity plan, and they'll create that plan, and then they'll submit it to you, or they can create it with you so that you oversee and ensure that they are coming up with activities that are going to, of course, be helpful to the campus and to you and to students. As far as you're concerned, you are basically just going to make sure that they, of course, complete the 160 hours. They are going to also be responsible for 6 observations. 3 are going to be 45-minute observations, and then 3 15-minute observations. The only thing that you have to do is sign off on those documents. I will be the one to observe them throughout that time, write up the observation, and then sign it and send it to them. They'll then send it to you for you to sign, and then they'll keep track of all those observations. They are going to be required to complete 3 key assessments. One is a curriculum map, one is a school visioning assessment, an equity walk assessment, and of course, I will talk to them and give them some guidance on how we align those activities to the principal standards. But then one other assessment that they are required to do is going to be to mentor a new teacher. And so it can be a new teacher that's, been at your campus for, 2 years or less. Then there's some bullet points about some activities that, they can do. I will also provide them with another document that has a list of suggested activities. And the reason I created this list was because we want to make sure that, yes, they are helping and they're going to be doing after school duty, breakfast duty, maybe shadowing one of the administrators for the day, but because they are going to be taking the Texas Principal Exam 268, it's Principal as Instructional Leader, we want to make sure that they are participating in activities where they're looking at student data and they're, helping come up with plans for interventions, but just really making sure that they understand, taper reports and other school reports, because that is going to be some of what they're required to do when they take that exam. And then at the end of the semester, you're going to receive an email generated by TK20, and it's going to provide you with a link that you can click on, and then you're just going to go in and approve, all of their different time logs. I will make sure along with them that they have hours completed under each of the 6 principal standards. And then, of course, throughout the semester, we are going to be meeting on Zooms, and then they will be meeting with me one-on-one for information regarding any questions that they have about their assignments. Then at the very end of the semester, we are going to ask that you evaluate them using a rubric. And so what that looks like is this right here, except you are going to receive another email where you will go in and rate them on this rubric. And once you get to the very end of the rubric, after you've rated them, there's going to be a question that asks if you recommend the candidate for certification. Once you fill that out and submit it, then I will go in behind you and then fill out mine. I don't ever want to do that before you, because I want to take into consideration anything that you have to say. I am also required to meet with you 2 times at the beginning of the semester and then the second half of the semester. And so that can be through email or a phone call or a Zoom. But at any time, if there's any concerns or any questions that you have, please feel free to contact me at my office or via my email address. And then one thing that I will do when I email you a few of these documents is send you my personal cell number so that you can contact me that way. But again, we just want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule to mentor our candidate. And just again, thank you for all you're doing for Texas Public Schools, for students, and for helping our graduate students here at MSU. I will be in touch, and thank you so much for all that you do.